As soon as Trump won the presidency, we all know he heard from 77 different world leaders. When he got on the phone with the Iraqi leader al-Sudani, they took an exceptional amount of time. I told you Trump has plans for al-Sudani and Iraq to be a pivotal player in peace in the Middle East. He's not going to ask Trump about what the exchange rate is going to be because Trump has nothing to do with it. That is the central bank of Iraq. Trump warns BRICS against replacing dollar with other currencies. Quote, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump threatened to impose 100% customs duties on BRICS countries if they undermine the U.S. dollar. Trump added BRICS cannot replace the dollar in world trade, and any country that tries will have to say goodbye to the U.S. market. Raid Bank launches first experimental Visa card. Quote, the Visa includes features for use in online shopping as well as for use in purchases. When we go online, we're international in the World Wide Web. It sounds like you're going to be able to use a new electronic card across borders. If this is an international card, showtime is about to being. Because once they have experimented, if it works, everybody's going to get one. We have a couple members that speak fluent Arabic, they come in on occasion and talk to me. Or I reach out to them, to see if they can reach out to the tribal people or people that they know that are working on the ground. What I learned was, he gave an example: if you're taking a credit/debit card from a country A to country B and it works, meaning you have the ability to transfer money from one country to another on your card, you can swipe your card into an ATM and get money. Let's say you're Iraqi, if you're in a different country and you can swipe your card and get dinar or convert Iraqi dinar to Jordanian dinar, or you can go to Saudi Arabia, the United States, Europe. If the card works in those counties, it's going to be reflective of an exchange rate. Parliament is likely to pass personal status law during Sunday's session. This is one of the controversial laws they need to finish up. This, along with the HCL, are some of the last changes they wanted for their economic reforms or white papers. In those reforms are raising the value of the dinar. Transport. Next month, a meeting with the International Organization to resolve the European ban fundamental channels to transfer process. We find no room for there to be two price for the dollar. Realize that's Article 8 compliance with the IMF. They don't want multi-currency practices. You got to read these articles, and you have to paint a picture. It's not easy to see. It's really not, but you know what? We can, and we're seeing it. Although things appear to be on a downward slope, the truth is that things are looking up in a big way for Vietnam. Vietnam pictorial article: foreign investors flock to invest in southern provinces and cities. Over 40 German enterprises recently explored investment opportunities. Investors from South Korea, Japan and India have also visited, leading to plans for major projects. I have been banking with JPM Chase and IQD for many years now. My JPM Chase bank has acknowledged that they are aware of the Iraq currency revaluation someday, but have no timeline, as has IQD. I can't imagine any bank employee trying to run business away, even potential someday business. Former MP Ahmed Hamar Rashid confirmed today, Sunday, the possibility of changing the oil prices approved in the 3-year budget law and reducing the deficit gap in it. Rashid told Al Maluma agency, the government included a paragraph in the financial management law that allows it to submit a 3-year budget, the first year of which is mandatory and the 2 following years are subject to amendment, which means that the government can change oil prices and reduce the deficit gap wherever it occurs. He explained that in 1 year, we sent a proposal to amend the budget, and this actually happened if oil prices changed. He added, the 3-year budget is a good idea and addresses what Iraq needs in terms of speed in completing projects. There are many countries that adopt 3-year budgets, which is a development that must be kept up with, but on the condition that sending the budget tables to Parliament is not delayed, as happened this year. It is noteworthy that the 2024 budget revenues amounted to 144 trillion and 336 billion dinars, while expenditures amounted to 210 trillion and 936 billion dinars, with the deficit amounting to 63 trillion and 599 billion dinars. The head of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, Atwan al-Atwani, announced on Sunday the determination of a national path to resolve the oil disputes between Baghdad and Erbil, noting that the committee is preparing a report on amending one of the articles in the General Budget Law. A statement by the committee received by Shafaq news agency stated that al-Atwani chaired an expanded meeting with the senior staff of the Ministry of Oil, in the presence of the committee members and a number of members of the Oil, Gas, and Natural Resources Committee. The meeting discussed the files of managing the country's oil wealth and the future of oil prices, as the country's budget is formed by 90% of these revenues.